My name's Jim Primosch, and I'm one of the composers that's been invited by Network for New Music to create a new piece for the concert on April 4th that will feature music by John Harbison, but also music inspired by music that John was inspired by. There's a piece of John's called Songs America Loves to Sing, which is based on American folk songs. And Network has asked a number of composers to write short pieces based on some of those same folk songs.
The original title is the the American traditional song, Will the Circle Be Unbroken? I went back and listened to it from a number of traditional sources, and studied the lyrics, which are about death and transcendence. I'm a Buddhist, and the idea that life is cyclical rather than having a beginning, a middle, and an end, but in fact that death and life are part of a eternal process, paternal meaning never ending. Really resonated with me sort of in a spiritual kind of way.
I used the tune Amazing Grace. The tune is, you would know it from its major key version. And my thought was to treat it in a minor key. This may seem a little odd. It's pretty standard procedure for classical composers, Mozart, Haydn, Beethoven, to write a minor key variation as part of a set of variations that's basically in a major key. I thought it would cast an interesting light on the tune to hear it in the slightly darker harmonic world.
So in this project, I decided to work with the song We Shall Overcome. There's the very opening phrase. Really became sort of the basis for a lot of ideas in the piece. And so this becomes and then another bit from the tune, that part, just that little figure, this turned into another sort of quotational idea.
I would think that listeners would be able to trace the tune. It's a little bit fragmented, it's rather ornamented, but I think you'll still be able to follow the tune, Amazing Grace. I've cast it in a somewhat dark harmonic light, and it might give you a different feeling about what's inherent in that tune than you might have had from some other versions you've heard before.
As I began to work on the project, it just started to be running around in my head all the time. We shall overcome, we shall overcome. I started thinking especially about just those first 5 syllables, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And through repetition, we shall overcome took on all these different sort of affects. It seemed like a demand, a plea, wondering, shall we overcome? And the repetition of it seemed to become very, very expressive in itself. So the project then was sort of about letting that be present, letting that very known, identifiable, quoted song be present in a piece that was also a piece that felt like my own piece. So I had to think about which parts of it were more elements of my own musical language, I guess, and how the two would combine.
My goal is eliminating, the use of simple genre styles to define music, and really work at creating a music that can touch anybody's heart, that can move people and make people feel, experience the infinite possibility of their own lives and the potential of music to take them to a deeper place of feeling.